Welcome back to another video by Warp9 Tech Design. In this video, we're going to talk about how to set up your homing and adding an offset. The first thing we're going to do is, in our Pins Config tab, add Home Switch Pins. So we'll go to Configure, Plugins, ESS. In our Pins Config, you'll see that we already have our motors working, so we'll just come down to pins 11, 12, and 13. You can use any input pins. And you can see that we added X home, Y home, and Z home for pins 11, 12, and 13 on port 1. The next thing we'll do is switch to our Input Signals tab. So we'll scroll down here, and we'll enable motor 0, 1, and 2 home. And that'll be X home, Y home, and Z home. The next thing will be going to the ESS homing tab and adding speeds for approach and back off. The back off is the critical one because you're trying to back off the switch or wait for the sensor to deactivate, so you want it very precise for when you disengage the homing switch. And since you only have to go a short distance, going slow on this is easier to handle. For the approach, going slow could take a long time if you have to go 100 inches. So you can have it nice and slow, you'll get a nice clean contact, or you can make it a lot faster. And let's just say 50, 50, and 50, and it will move a lot faster. It will go in a ways, but again, on the back off, it will slowly back off. You get a nice clean disconnect. Okay? Next thing is Mach4 Homing Soft Limits tab. In the Homing and Soft Limits tab, we're only using axes X, Y, and Z, so I'll take off A and B and C since we don't need those. Any unused axes should have home in place checked, so A, B, C, and all the OBs. And that way, Mach will not tell the ESS to try and home them. You don't want to home something that doesn't exist. The home order is important, so Z will home first, then X, then Y. You can change it as you want. Home offset and home speed doesn't really apply here, so we'll just leave those unchanged. Now we'll press Ref All Home and see how it works. So press Enable to allow motion. Click on Ref All Home. And we can see the Z-axis moving. And there's its home switch, X, and Y. Referencing is complete. Now, if you want it to go in a different direction for a motor, we'll click Disable, Configure, and we can take Z and make that go negative if you'd like to go negative because it was going the wrong way. We'll hit OK. Enable. And this time we can see it's moving in the other direction. And that completed. Now, if we want to enable an offset, this is how we do it. We need to go and edit the screen load script. Disable, operator, edit screen. Come to WX4, click this icon here, and for the screen load script, if you click in this little field, you get a triple dot. Click on the triple dot, and then come down to Ref All. Here's Ref All Home. So we'll take this function, copy it, paste it, And then right down here, we'll add this new line. I'm just going to put in G1 with a speed of 30. You could put in G0, and you can make them whatever distance you want, but we'll just go 3, 2, 1. And we'll change this to say referencing and offset completed. File, save, and close. Next, we'll click on the Reference All Home button. We'll come down here to this code, and instead of wait, coroutine ref all home, we'll comment that one out, and we'll change that to with offset to do the offset position. We'll save it, close it, on check edit screen. Do you wish to save the current screen? And once you click yes, the changes are saved and you can't undo them. If you made a mistake, click no. If you made a mistake, right now you'd be seeing an error and you'd have to fix that. Which is why before you do this, you should make a backup copy of your Mach4 directory, just in case you make a mistake. Next, we'll click Enable, Ref All Home, and while it's moving us to our final position, we can see it saying referencing and offset completed. And we move to our final position.